There's rumors in the basketball universe that very early on, Wemby told the people in San Antonio, I need some more help. I need better basketball players.
I'm not here to waste my time.
I need better basketball players around me.
And KD was like, bro, we gonna lose James. I'm like, nah, man, JH. And then all of a sudden, the contract negotiators started. I went to like holler at James, like, what's up? He was like, I want the max.
Is Russ still an impact player?
Yes.
Does he move the needle in the conference? No. Sacramento, their roster, they are one of those gotta prove it teams.
Who has surprised you guys most here in the preseason?
I'm gonna go with. He's gonna be able to average 18 to 20 points easily. Like, I believe he's gonna challenge Wemby for being the best two-way player in the game in the next 2 years.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, I can't reach. Close. Welcome to Road Trippin. Feels so intimate and amazing and wonderful. Why? I'm Allie Clifton, Channing Frye, Kendrick Perkins, Richard Jefferson. That means we're all together. We're all together again. It's been a couple of months. Last time we were together was what, Summer League?
Yes.
Yeah, we are going to be all together twice a week for the majority of the NBA season. Tuesday, Thursday, mark it, check it. Wherever you're following on the audio side, leave us a rating and review, obviously, wherever you get your favorite podcast, but as well as YouTube. Hit that subscribe button for us, please. We love you. Guys, how are we feeling?
Feeling great.
How are you really feeling, Channing?
I actually feel great. Put my feet in the water, dog. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. It feels nice to just go out there barefoot, see the people running, get a little hermosa.
Just fucking 7-1, wiggling your toes in the sand.
Wiggling the
fucking
toesies.
creep, bro.
No, listen, it was nice. You gotta take advantage of it.
Let me just start off by saying to the Road Tripping family, I apologize. I have double booked. I am on a conference call right now, and the whole family was coming in. They said they sent it to my ESPN email. I've never checked my ESPN
Me either.
email.
I don't even know
I had it. So currently, right now, I'm doing interviews, and the family is crushing it.
So when Rich gets up and walks out, that's what's happening. He's not dipping out on you. But it's per usual. I feel like this is what we do.
It's about to happen in 30 seconds because it's my turn to answer the question.
That's called multitasking. Well done.
Yeah.
It's the Road Trippin Studios. This is where we are going to be. Rich is so kind to invite us all in, and then he's going to dip out. It's fine. No big deal. All right, we're moving on. Guys, we have some new fun segments as he road runs out of here. This segment's called Road Running. Do you get it? Road Trippin', Road Running.
I got it.
Okay. We're going to get right to it. Obviously, coming off the Lakers and Mavs, we're full into the preseason. We all get it. The regular season begins in less than a week. But last night, it was Lakers-Mavs.
Yep.
The starters that you will typically see for the Lakers did not play. So let me preface with that. You guys watched games. But you had Cooper Flagg still. You had Anthony Davis for the Mavs. You had Klay Thompson. Basically what you would see from them throughout the regular season. Channing puts on the text chain right away. Cooper Flagg is going to struggle defensively until December. They're going at him.
Yeah, if he's going to play the point guard position.
I think it's an honest assessment.
True,
Yep.
but I think,
Yep.
Listen, hear me out. He is going to be amazing. But I think he's learning he's going to have to guard guards. Like Rui was going at him last night. Other guards, Gabe Benson, were going at him. Yes, he's a rookie. Yes. Number one, is he a rookie? Yes. And number two, he's playing a whole different position. Now, when J. Kidd did that with Giannis struggled a little bit, and then all of a sudden, he exploded, and it became, obviously, Defensive Player of the Year. I think this is great for Cooper Flagg, but I wrote that in saying that we need to be patient. People need to be patient with him until, I think, December, where he gets his legs, he gets that physicality, the speed of having to guard NBA wings and guards, not college big man. That was my point of writing that.
I actually feel like it's been a consistent take that you've had as well.
Yeah, dude, but he's way better offensively than I thought.
Yeah, that was a mistake on yours when you talked about points. Offensively, he's playing.
Okay, but how many points do you think he'll average this year?
I think between 15 and 17. If he goes above that, then I think their team is not excelling.
Okay.
If he's 15 to 17, that means he's a contributor to a good team. If
Yes.
he gets up to 18 to 20, that means he's either really that guy or their team is struggling and he's getting more opportunity.
Yeah, 15 is weighted because you're on a really good
15
team.
to 17, that means their team is playing well. If they all suck, they're going to give them the ball and let them go score 20.
Yeah.
So that's the range of them being a good team.
Two things. One, how much do all of y'all trust Jason Kidd, right?
A lot.
You trust his brain?
This house was built on Jason.
Okay, so, right. He's one of
This studio.
I've seen it work.
But what I'm saying is he's one of the most brilliant minds to ever play the fucking game of basketball, right? And so when he goes out publicly and says that, hey, Cooper Flagg is going to have the ball in his hands.
He did with Giannis. He was the first one to do it with Giannis.
I know, but the first thing that comes to mind to me that rings a bell says, you know what? That means he's doing everything that he needs to do behind the scenes to show J Kidd that he's actually ready, so that he can have the trust and the confidence to say that this young man is going to have the ball in his hands and be quote unquote our point forward. Right. I don't like getting caught up in the whole point guard, because I believe we play in the game that's a positionless game, right? Yeah. Like centers are now bringing the ball up the floor 6'8", like initiating the offense.
7'5".
But what I'm saying is initiating the offense offensively. We seen him do some unreal shit this preseason for a rookie, the youngest player in the game and in the league, and the pick and roll with him and AD. Seemed like they got the chemistry. We done seen a couple live passes from Cooper to AD. We done seen him utilize the pick and roll where he done knocked down 3-point shots. Here's why I won't say he will struggle defensively, because he's too long, too athletic, and majority of the time, J Kidd is going to simplify it where they're going to switch everything anyway, right? Like he's going to have to learn how to come down, pin downs or like come off a pin down, shoot the gap, shit like that on the fly. And I believe he will. But his ability to block shots, chase down blocks, even if someone blows by him, I just think he's going to have that type of impact. And to be honest with you, they had him ranked, top 50, I believe it was 52 or some shit like that. I believe when it's all said and done this year, he's going to be top 25.
Ooh, like he's God.
He's gonna have that type of impact. Like
top 25?
Top 25 at the end of the year. He's gonna have that type of impact. Like we don't just
50 is still good.
Cooper Flagg.
He can fucking hoop.
He can hoop.
He's a generational talent.
But 25. He was saying
because
Cooper he thinks that Cooper Flagg has an opportunity to be a top 25 player
by the end of the season.
By the end of the season.
He's going to win Rookie of the Year. If I had to place a bet.
Well, yeah. I think But if you talk about like top 25 player, I think the totality of his ability will make him a top 25 player. Not a singular skill. The fact that he can defend, he can run. He's a lot bigger than people think. He's 6'10". You watch him out like people say 6'8",
he was posting up
but then I see him next to 6'8".
Yeah.
And his length and he looks like he's 6'10". And the fact that he's doing this stuff, you're like, I don't think by the end of the season there'll be 25 players that you would take over Cooper Flagg. That's a better assessment.
Yeah.
He's a top 25, but there's not 25 players. Same with Wemby. Is Wemby a top 10 player? No. But is there a player that you would pick over Wemby? Probably not.
Maybe one.
Do you guys know that Wemby's 8 feet tall?
He's what?
Apparently he's grown.
7'7".
He's grown. Yeah, he's now. We're gonna get into that conversation in a minute. I gotta stay on track.
But the last thing on Cooper, real quick, the shit I saw him do the other night was like growth. It reminded me of Braun at that age, his IQ. Do you know how hard it is for a guy to learn or to recognize and have a basketball feel on the fly to turn an isolation into a post-up? He did that last night and scored. Like, it take guys 3 to 4 years to be able to push the ball, wait for it to clear out, turn it into a back down, post up, and then get to the basket and finish. I was like, he's a grown fucking man.
To stay with that, if you put a big on Cooper Flagg, they're not going to, like a 6'8", like the goal is to put him a 6'7" guy on him, right? That 6'7" guy can defend him, but if you put a little guy on him, if he gets it up in the half court, they have a mouse in the house play. Cooper, back down, make them come, go to work. But so it's like you can't put a guard on him to really pressure because he relieves the pressure going to the post. Now you're screwed up. If you put a bigger guy on him, now he's more comfortable with the handle of playing point. There's less pressure. So that's where Cooper Flagg gets to your point with the IQ. He gets to learn how to play both sides of like, oh, I got a small guy. Y'all want to pressure me? All right, I'm going to relieve the pressure. Mouse in the house, right? So that's where the IQ helps him.
I think his IQ is going to defensively, because you were like, yeah, he's going to be good defensively. But imagine we learned, okay, you got to guard a center and a power forward and maybe a wing. He's like, you got to learn how to guard, a forward, a shooting guard, sometimes a center. So that's why I was saying he's going to struggle some nights because of like how fast he's going to.
Yeah,
just naturally. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he has the talent after what I saw. Dude, and that lineup is kind of crazy. That's a huge lineup of like him and Clay and PJ Washington. And I didn't know how they were going to put PJ and him together. But I actually, Jay Kidd, give him credit of like, PJ, we love you, we appreciate you.
PJ's a stretch
but
forward.
We're over here.
He's a stretch hybrid 3-4. If they get a mismatch, they'll post him up. He ain't handling it. He ain't running action. So PJ has to be their primary defender in that space.
Oh, for sure.
Right? That's what's different.
Let me ask you guys this question before then we open it up to the entire NBA from a preseason perspective. Let me see your hand.
Dang.
Having said that, where would you have the Mavs right now?
Ooh, great question.
I bring this up because last night, at front of the show, obviously, Danny Green was on our Lakers pregame show. And obviously, I just repeated myself, won a championship with Anthony Davis in the bubble in 2020. He talked about that was the year that AD felt that maybe he should have won Defensive Player of the Year. Giannis ended up getting it that year, right? But if Anthony Davis plays at that level defensively, he was like, any guard will tell you how secure you feel out on the perimeter, right? So you have all this. There's a potential, nothing obviously set just in terms of the date for Kyrie to return, but possibly a return around the new year, January-ish. So where would you have the Mavs right now, especially if you got an Anthony Davis, despite a rookie in Cooper Flagg that you're putting a lot of expectation on?
5
Danny
to 7.
said third in the West.
Third?
If, when you're fully healthy, and you've got AD playing at that level.
That's a huge what if. I hate what ifs.
No, I say I got them third too.
Do you?
I believe that they're going to be the best defensive team in the league.
Okay, OKC.
Okay.
Do you not have Denver?
I have OKC, I have Houston, Dallas, then Denver.
Oh.
So I believe that Dallas is going to be the best defensive team in the fucking league. Okay. Because they have too much. They have too much size and athleticism, right, all across the board. So they're gonna defend on a night-to-night basis. But they're also the deepest team outside of OKC in the NBA. Especially when Kyrie Irving get back. Because a guy that we don't recognize or give a lot of credit to is like, oh yeah, Najee Marshall. He fucking come in and all of a sudden he have 15 or 16 points, right? Clay, we know that in the moment we look up and like, oh shit, he's back. He had 22. You know what I mean? He's feeling good, low haircut. He got Megan Thee Stallion on his fucking side.
Thinking about boats?
He doing his thing, right? So he doing his thing, seriously, but and then all of a sudden you get Kyrie back into the mix. You have D'Angelo Russell, right? Who seemed like he's been humble, right? He went from probably making 28 to 30 million. Now he's probably making 5 or 6. It seemed like he didn't bought into his role. You're on the contender. J. Kidd contract extension. And I think now they can move forward and put that Luka stuff behind them. And with Cooper leading the charge for us until Kyrie get back and then he becomes the third option, by the time March, April roll around, they're going to be fucking clicking.
If they're healthy.
Everything's based off health. That's the thing. If you say total health, then it becomes, okay, everyone's healthy. They have to figure things out. There's other teams that could, if they're totally healthy, let's say like Golden State, right? They have their system. Al Horford, they got their system. There's other teams, Denver, they have their system and got Valanciunas. So there's other teams that are just put in a couple of players that are important, right? Especially when you look at like Denver, but they got their system. But when you look at Dallas, they got to put it together. Houston's got to put it together. Now, we believe they will.
San Antonio.
But San Antonio got to put it together. But there's other teams that are already have their core, and they've added to their core, and they're looking to, keep pushing.
Before we head on to our breaking, get it? New segment. Who has surprised you guys most here in the preseason?
Why'd you say breaking?
Do you get it?
No.
Well, we'll let that marinate in your brain. When it hits for you, let us know.
Surprising team or player or anybody?
Anyone. You can take it anywhere.
I'm going to go with Amen Thompson.
Because he whooped a fool?
Huh?
What do you do?
You got to fight the other day.
No. But that you just saw that from the fucking highlight. But he also gave him that work.
No. Like, I saw the post. I saw part of that game.
What he's been doing, to me, he's now proven to me that he could be a 20-point scorer.
Ooh.
Right? And you talk about we talk about how Wemby is an alien because he's 7'7" and the things he could do. Well, he's the other fucking alien. Evan Thompson is. I believe he's going to be competing with Wemby in the next 2 to 3 years of who's going to be the best two-way player in the game. He's that special. Everybody panicked when Fred VanVleet went out. I didn't. And now when you watch him play, it's like he's getting 20 points and it's easy. He's shooting fucking 80% in the preseason from the three. He's taking three. He's taking 3 a game. I know it's the preseason, but
the best. This is what I say. To your point, they're gonna make him prove that he can do that throughout the season. And if he can do that throughout the season,
a problem.
that's a whole problem. But he gotta prove
he
that.
do gotta prove
that,
it.
That thing look a little funky.
But no, it don't.
No.
Not right now. He got a nice. It's a nice feathery touch.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Does it go in?
Yes. No.
That's all that matters.
In the preseason.
Pause.
In the preseason.
No, but here's what I'm saying. You know how some guys you have on the scouting report like you as a player. Scouting report was like, oh, make Richard take a jump shot, right?
Thank God.
Look at Allie's face. No. Let me just say this real quick. Allie was like, you had a very funky shot. It was so slow and blah, blah, blah.
You guys, during Cleveland, I used to sit in practice all the time. Y'all know this. And I used to be like, how the hell does Richard get that shot off in games? Like, this is the
they
slowest.
let him do it.
See, look at it.
Slowest.
And I go, you don't know how I got that off? She's like, no, it's always bothered me. I don't know how you got it off. And I was like, Allie, do you know what they were afraid of?
I forgot you dunks.
No, but
Not forgot, but I was like,
why do you think I shot so fast? Because I wasn't going to drill this. What I'm saying. Nope. I got you.
I was really surprised when she was like, I just never, you had
as someone who's played in college and everything, yeah.
And I was like, it's a really
it out.
slow shot, and how did you get it off? I'm like, Allie, they were so, I still drove. They were so petrified of me driving that they let me shoot as slow and as teed up as I would like.
Fair.
But what I was saying, the scouting report for Richard was he want to get out in transition. Don't let him cut to the basket. That was easier said than done. He still got his fucking cuts to the basket every single game.
Scored 15,000.
So with Evan Thompson athleticism at 6'7", people are like, oh, don't let him cut to the basket. He's cutting and he's finishing. So
you're also playing with KD, so it's like,
don't matter.
hey, what I'm saying is
KD helps him.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, because you're like,
now the floor is more open for a driver.
Sengun helps him.
Yeah,
right, baby Jokic. But what I'm saying is, this is why I say he's going to score 20. He's going to be able to average 18 to 20 points easily, because of the cuts, because of his activity defensively, getting out in transition.
Rebounding.
I believe he's going to challenge Wemby for being the best two-way player in the game in the next 2 years.
Ooh.
All right, we're going to move on. Breaking news. I like that take. Did you guys hear about Russell Westbrook? He's been obviously a strong topic for us over the last couple of episodes here on Road Trippin. He's signing a 1-year, $3.6 million deal, reportedly from Shams, with the Sacramento Kings. 9-time All-Star, as we know, former MVP, entering his 18th NBA season. Does he move the needle post-De'Aaron Fox for the Kings?
Hell no.
Okay, wait a second. Let's not mistake is Russ a good player for the Sacramento team.
Yeah,
the Sacramento team is not a good.
They went like this. Give it.
Is Russ still an impact player?
Yes.
Yes. Is he going to make them better than they would be without him? Yes.
So they're going to be 42 and 40?
But if that's the difference between 42 wins and 40, like I'm saying, the difference between 38 wins and 44 wins, right? So he makes them better. Does he move the needle in the conference? No. Sacramento, their roster, they are one of those gotta prove it teams.
Dude, they have no spacing on this team whatsoever. No spacing on this team.
I want you to give your take, because then I'm gonna throw a clip out there and see if you guys agree, but gives context to the roster.
Okay, so if they were in the East, they would be a top dog in the East.
They're top 4 or 5, top 5.
Yeah, but they're in the West.
Because there's 9 other teams. Because no Tyrese, no Tatum.
I know.
No.
I know, but so what Russ brings, we know he's going to come with that tenacity, that energy every night. They're going to have to win games like that in the Western Conference, because every fucking game in the West, every time a team match up, 2 teams match up in the Western Conference, it's basically going to be a playoff type game because of how deep it is, right? And so when you think about Sacramento, you look at them, and you got a lot of guys that, man, if you're not careful, if you're like a Dallas, a Houston, OKC, and you walk in there thinking like, oh yeah,
it
something
ain't sweet. It ain't
sweet. And then all of a sudden, DeMar DeRozan light your ass up for 40. Like
That's why I say it ain't
hit
sweet.
you for 50. It's not sweet.
It's not sweet. No. Look, DeMar, he has been a competitor since day one. He's a quiet competitor.
The
but
players individually are amazing. That roster together is...
They got to prove it.
They got to prove
It's
it.
Chicago on the West.
But it's still vets,
It's
though.
literally Chicago on the West.
But it's still proven vets though that could score for the regular season.
And you also say it's Chicago in the West, but they have an all-star center.
In Sabonis.
Right. And Sabonis, who's a double-double
Vooch
he's a better version of Vooch.
Yes.
Don't talk about Vooch. I didn't say that. But.
Do you guys, Zach Lowe has been on our podcast.
Shout out,
Do you guys
Zach.
agree with this take from him and Bill Simmons about the Sacramento Kings?
I hate this team. I hate this roster. I hate that Keegan Murray's already injured. I hate the vibes. I hate everything. I think this is going to be a year from hell for the Kings.
This is the single dumbest NBA roster. They have no salary cap space. They have no young studs. They have no under 25 player. You're like, this guy. They have no chance. There's no point for the team. They have one playoff series appearance since 06. They haven't won a playoff series since 04. They haven't made the finals ever. And they just seem to keep popping up whenever weird shit happens. I feel bad for the Kings fans because we got a taste of how cool it was once upon a time. 2 years ago, it feels like 20 with Light the Beam. And then they just decided to reassemble the 2023 Chicago Bulls with Sabonis. And that's where we are now.
This is the Hindenburg of NBA teams this year.
Wait, did you just, you said Chicago.
I did say, well, literally, they got Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, a better version of Vooch. They have a shooting guard as like a point guard. Like it's.
I'm just wondering if that was your own take or.
No, they said that last year when
Do you
they
guys
got
agree?
him. That's a very known.
Chicago. It's
a very known.
Do you agree
thing.
with the take? Perk?
I mean, I never agree with fucking Bill Simmons.
Zach, do you agree with
I
Zach?
agree, somewhat, but here's the thing: they're going to compete. Are they a playoff team? No, they're going to win regular season games. You still have Dennis Schroeder over there. Like you have competitors over there with the scoring power. I mean, they're just in the middle of the pack.
Where do they finish?
They'll finish. Like I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they finish in the play-in. Like there'll be a team that's in the play-in.
And what's so sad about the play-in for us to be like, oh, they're a 7 seed. That means that they're a playoff team, but we just don't know like if they elevate. Like the one year that they actually had that great season, like a couple years ago with De'Aaron Fox and all them, they were like the healthiest team or the second healthiest team in the entire NBA. So, and then all of a sudden, once you mix in what normally happens, a sprained ankle, something like that, it brought them back down to the pack. So that's where it's like, I believe in them. I think they make the playoffs. And I don't know if you're a 2 seed. You
do the play-in turn.
But that's what I'm saying. Playing is 7 seed. Before 7, 8, we're not. 7 seed is like a legitimate playoff seed. We were a 7 seed and beat a 2 seed. So like the 7 seed is a real team. So if they're the 7 seed, I don't know if a number 2 seed wants to go into a game with DeMar DeRozan and Sabonis and how hard those dudes work. Not saying that they'll win, but they don't want that team as the 7 seed.
Yeah, no. I'll give you that.
You know, you don't want to see that team. If you're OKC, everybody's got a guard because you got 5 legitimate. You got LaVine, you Schroeder, DeMar. Everybody got to work.
That has nothing to fucking lose.
Nothing to lose.
But
and you got all stars and all NBA guys, and it's just kind of like
they're gonna have to play grimy.
And they are.
That's why
but you look at their roster, they got a grimy roster.
Yeah.
They got a grimy roster.
They're going to have to grind it out. They're not running up and down the court like that with that roster. Hell no.
Okay, let's connect the dots. Obviously, De'Aaron Fox is now in San Antonio. He will be playing this season. Apparently, as I mentioned earlier, Victor Wembanyama has had a growth spurt yet again.
That's not true.
He's now 7'7".
No.
I believe it, but I'm just like, what the fuck? LeBron got taller,
Siri, how
Giannis
tall
got
is
taller.
Victor
Siri
Wembanyama?
don't fucking
Siri
know.
doesn't know?
Siri don't fucking know.
As
7'4".
Siri had to lose weight.
What does it say you are? What does it say you're? How? Yeah.
Laugh, 'cause I'm
losing weight. He been losing weight. We gonna say, listen, we gonna start hitting Big Channing. Instead of Big Perk, this is just Perk, that's Big
You
Channing.
look a little chubby over there, boy.
But you did say surplus. That surplus shirt is different. You had to get at the Channing. Channing went to, bro.
I actually thought you lost some lbs.
No.
You could have went when he's like, no.
No, I got to be real
You
here.
just
Okay.
fucking kill my drink?
Perk, head on a swivel. You didn't see that happen?
I
That's
thought he
where
was-
you were
thought he
asking
was
about
like
your
gonna
shot.
pour
And I was like,
some in
no,
his
you
fucking
just took the
cup.
shot out of his
Killed
orange
it.
juice and killed it.
Oh, there was a shot in there?
We may need a refill. Okay, let's take it one step further. How far do you think the San Antonio Spurs are going to go this year?
Ooh, that's a great question.
We need some freaking one-shots on that.
Look, go ahead.
I got to look here. Hold on.
You got to look.
No,
I don't
I'm
have to
looking.
look.
I'm looking at.
I don't have to look. Fucking Wemby is a problem in itself.
3, 1, 2.
Like, it's plays where he looked like a combination of KD and Shaq. Like pushing the rock, shoulder bump, snatching the screws out the rim. I'm like, okay. And still his defensive impact. De'Aaron Fox gets back, right? Just imagine this lineup on the floor for the Spurs. Wemby at the 5, Harrison Barnes, Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, and the kid Dylan Harper. Because, by the way, Dylan Harper looked like a grown man. And I know it's preseason, but his game is just like real, like, motherfucker, I'm here. This ain't nothing new to me. Like my dad, Ron Harper, I've been around like professional shit all my life. I'm like that, right? NBA body. And I'm like, they got the firepower. And then you got the kid, is it Vassell, that's coming in off the bench. So I'm like, I'm looking at them. They gonna be right there at that 7 through 10 spot, maybe knocking at the door at that 6 spot because
Are they better? Do you think they're better than Memphis?
fuck yeah.
Okay, are they better than Minnesota? See,
I
that's
gotta
a
put
whatever.
respect on Minnesota name back-to-back Western like I'm gonna give Anthony Edwards more respect.
Right.
Just to say because of him, right? Young Joy,
You're still on that call?
Young Joy and young Kobe. But Allie, this is the beauty of the West though. Like, they're going to be right there in the fucking thick of things. So, do I think they're going to make the playoffs? Yes.
The fact that Richard can sit here, by the way, and do 2 things at once.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
Well, 3 things.
3, and
Yeah.
steal your
Fucking
drink.
steal my drink.
And you didn't catch any of
No, I
it.
didn't.
No, 6. I think they're honestly 6 through 9. Right? It's kind of where I got them. And then I'm not saying they're not a good team. I'm saying OKC, Denver, Houston, then you got Minnesota, and then I'm missing somebody. There's one more team in there.
You might need to throw in the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers or
Right.
Lakers, whoever that is. And then after 5, then it's like you got,
Pelicans.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pelicans. You got Golden State, which is, I think they're the biggest what if this year. I think they're the smallest team. They're one of the oldest teams. But like they've only added Al Horford to their roster. But it's, imagine like in that system, you don't have to teach anybody anything except for Al Horford, who's a pass first spacing big man anyways. So like it makes them more dangerous. So they're the biggest what if in it. But yes, I got them San Antonio 6 through 9.
We don't have to elaborate too much on it, but what accolades do you think, and we know that it's about the team for Wemby, but do you think that he could be going for this year?
For sure, defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
As long as he's healthy, he's going to win that hands down.
All of it?
Huh?
All of it. I don't
He
see
could
why.
run for an MVP.
Yeah.
Allie, he dunked the ball.
I'm not second. I'm just
standing
I
still.
want you to
Allie,
elaborate a
It
little
wasn't
bit. Yep.
stand- it wasn't on his tippy toes.
No,
it
he was
all,
doing this.
All flats. All fucking flats. But just past that is just his impact. And now he's dropping dimes. Like, it's
He
more than...
sees the game, right? Before he was just figuring stuff out. And I know Richard talked about when he talked to Pop, when we did interviewed Pop when Wemby first got there. God. When Wemby first got there, Pop was like, I don't know what position he is. He was like, I had to teach him how to do one-on-one moves in the post. And I was like, what? He goes, yeah, overseas they didn't teach him any of that. They taught him how to see the floor from like looking at the hoop, not with his back to the basket. So now he spent all this time working with Hakeem, working with Jamal Crawford, working with this. Now he could do anything.
He could do,
You can't fool a Midwest girl when it comes to her drinks.
He could do fucking everything.
Yeah, and now he has spacing to do it and firepower. So if you make a mistake, you're hitting the real shooters. Oh, yeah.
And he's mean. He's a fucking pit bull.
That's like, what's that Shaolin? He got karate kick somebody.
Nah, Wemby is fucking mean. You
Like
talk
Kareem.
You talk.
Let me just say this.
No.
Rumors, do I have to raise my hand?
Yes.
There are...
You weren't even called upon.
There's rumors in the basketball universe that very early on, Wemby told the people in San Antonio, I need some more help. that means his focus. He told it wasn't like a rookie. He's playing. We'll see who we draft. And he's like, I need better basketball.
I'm not
players.
here to waste my time.
I need better basketball players around me. And now, mind you, he is the type of player that you move quick on, right? Like Zion Williamson, and they put a team around him. That's what was so disappointing about Zion is that they threw a team around him because he is one of those players that if you get, you move quickly. Blake Griffin, they drafted him and they're like, here's Chris Paul, here's Jamal Crawford, go.
It's okay sometimes to let people know what you want.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and
but
sometimes if you don't, they don't. Like you can't expect them to do their job.
But when Perk
100%.
says he's mean. If you 19 and you walk in there, it's like, go get me some help. They're like, hold on, big fella, we got you. Hey, De'Aaron, Chris Paul, like they brought in help, and he got a good roster around. So I'm not questioning his level of competitiveness.
And history tells us that like 7'4", 7'5", 7'6", 7'7" guys, 8 foot, they don't have 14, 15-year careers. No. You know what I mean? So I hope that he does, but history tells us that like. His window is not like everyone else's.
But human bodies aren't necessarily designed to be.
That's why I went to see them Shaolin monks, bro. Meditating on the knees.
We're going to make a detour now. Do you get it?
Meditating on the knees.
We're going to the detour segment. Christian, can I have you actually push us to the Cavs?
She's making car references. I kept associating with the topic.
I'm so proud of you.
I've been caught it. The guy that didn't go to college,
you didn't say shit though. So
I have to say no.
You barely went to high school.
Freaking Carter's telling me in my ear that he caught it.
I was like,
Perk's
what?
son's here.
Well, by the third one, you're like,
It's okay.
I get it.
You're
first
also
one,
over here juggling 9 things at once and no one knows.
Hold on a second. Wait. Okay, I'm
Pause.
good.
6 7.
What does that even mean?
Still on that dumbass call?
Yes, bro. I'm answering from like TMZ print edition. I'm answering questions.
All right. I thought we've been in the West a lot, and I feel like you guys are going to enjoy this topic. I think you might eat it up. Evan Mobley's trainer recently said the Cavs would have had a deeper playoff run if they involved Mobley more in the offense.
Who is this trainer?
Yeah, shut
Saying,
up.
let me add a little context. There were a lot of times last year where if the focal point would have changed in certain matchups, they could have been looking at a different playoff run. But I understand Donovan Mitchell is a perennial all-star, but it's like how it was with Kobe Bryant. He can let Shaq do his thing, and then it's time for him later. It's about finding that balance where this kid, Mobley, just scored 16 points in the first half against Indiana, and we didn't see him in the second half, and the game got away from them.
And this is the
I know. Let me say this. This is where I'm gonna stop this for me. I will not respond to a mommy or a daddy or a trainer. If you're not in this, if you can't make that statement and look Donovan in his eye, you hiding in a gym working out. And I'm not saying this man does not know basketball. I'm saying I am not responding to mommies, daddies, trainers, high school coaches, or wives when it comes to the game of basketball.
I will.
You can.
I will.
That's my opinion on the matter. I'm not responding.
What the fuck was he watching? Didn't Bickerstaff get fired because of, guys not being happy, and Kenny Atkinson got the job because the one talking point or one thing that he said in his coach's interview was he wanted to unlock Evan Mobley.
And he was Defensive Player of the Year.
He was Defensive Player of the Year. We saw him doing more last year in the offense. And when the time came, Miles Turner fucking outplayed you. Miles Turner outplayed both of him and Jared Allen.
On top of it, they lost 4-1, right? Mm-hmm. The fuck, bro? 4-1 they went away from somebody in the second half. That's not 4-1. I hate to break it to old boy.
And here's the thing, right? Everybody talk about, the offense. He was the Defensive Player of the Year. Was his defensive impact there throughout the course of that series? Fuck no. Miles Turner did what the fuck he wanted to do, right? Stretching the floor. The reason that you won Defensive Player of the Year, not just because of your rim protection, but your ability to get out on the perimeter and guard. And I'm not saying he's not that. I'm just saying it didn't show up when it mattered the most. And so another thing to this young Cavs team, keep the motherfuckers on the outside out y'all locker room.
Please.
This type of shit will break up a locker room.
That's the type of shit that get a trainer fired, in my opinion. I promise you.
Like, I just don't think
there's nothing.
We're not talking about a team that wasn't great defensively. Also, like it's fucking Indiana. If you got 16 in the first half, you don't think Rick Carlisle goes, "Hey guys, we're gonna switch this up in the second half." And so I think he was getting double teamed most of the time and had to pass. Also, if you need somebody to speak for you to say, I need him to get the ball more, you should have talked to Donovan and said, hey, man, try to find me. Or maybe your knowledge of basketball isn't where it should, where you're doing different things to get yourself the ball. Like if you're playing Indiana and they're double teaming you on the post, catch the ball in the post and make passes out. If your team didn't win, it's not just because of one game. It's because the team made a conscious effort to keep you away.
One time in history where a mom, a dad, a high school coach, a trainer, or a wife or a brother has ever inputted something from the outside in that has been positive.
Thanasis.
No. Outside in. Outside in.
The one time,
It's not.
it's not. It's not.
He tried.
I tried. One time, Allen Iverson's mom came and braided his hair. That was pretty nice.
We're actually gonna push it ahead to the straight trippin'.
Okay.
Trippin' hazard. The hazard lights. Rich is annoyed. All right, this segment is, I'm gonna do it a little differently, okay? I'm gonna bring in a couple of topics that are trending right now, and you guys are gonna tell me if they're straight tripping or if they're cruising in the HOV lane. We'll start in Chicago. You guys heard this from G Herbo?
Nope.
You guys didn't? Okay. He
The
joined the
G
rapper.
Herbo? Okay.
No, he was in
Joined
Portland.
Shannon Sharp, Club Shay Shay, and talked about Derrick Rose is bigger than Jordan in Chicago. I'm offering context here because he said, let me explain why I mean this. Jordan is the biggest of biggest. I'm not going to say nothing, but coming from Chicago, you know Derrick, homegrown. We've seen it. I used to watch him play when he was at Beasley. That's why I felt like it just made it like any kid from Chicago, the dreams, like you could do it. Seeing that, right? We really watched D Rose do it and become one of the greatest point guards to ever play in the NBA. He gave us so much hope in Chicago. G Herbo also said he was born in 95. So is this a generational
This is
kind
facts.
of thing?
This
So
is facts.
Yeah.
This is facts.
This is very
There was a
factual.
little bit of like talking trash about like
who's interviewing now? The New York Post,
I
the
don't know.
Wall Street Journal?
Go ahead.
You guys go. I'll come back to this.
I agree with him. D Rose, he is bigger than Michael Jordan when it comes to being in Chicago. Like, people in Chicago, from the YNs to the old folks to the people who run the city, like, that's their king. Like, D Rose is their king for not only what he brought to the game of basketball between the lines, but he has done so much in that fucking community. It's unreal. Like, they fucking love him. They love him. Like, I'm telling you this, I've been in Chicago during that time. It's D Rose, D Rose, D Rose, D Rose. He might be the biggest athlete that's ever, like, when they come, he's gonna have a statue.
Oh, easy.
He's gonna have
He gets retired this year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I agree with him.
His jersey
He's
retired, I
not
apologize.
tripping.
No, he's not tripping. So the thing is how D Rose came up, he garnered the respect of a certain community, the hood. When he continued to play basketball, now the non-hood, the burbs were like, oh, we from Chicago too. The way he plays, his personality, he brought everyone in Chicago. Like, he wasn't just, like, D Rose is quiet. Very, very quiet,
Very
right?
quiet.
Very quiet.
Channing and I went on really quick, short story. We went on a podcast with him when he was with the Cavs, and it was just Channing and I and D Rose. This is the utmost respect because we knew he was so quiet. We were like, how is this going to go? We need to have enough questions, blah, blah, blah. One of my favorite episodes.
Yeah.
The way he opened up.
He was great.
Sharing. Yes, he was
He
awesome.
great.
Continue.
But what I'm saying is
Yeah.
that is why everyone loves him, is because everyone can see a little bit of themselves in him. And he doesn't have this, I don't want to say audacious personality where it's like, oh, I don't like this or I don't like that. And then when you watch him play, whether you like Chicago or the Bulls, if you were just to watch prime D Rose play, you'd be like, hey, yo, that dude is amazing.
Bro, I got cooked by rookie D Rose.
Oh, everyone got cooked.
In game one of the fucking playoffs. 35. He was cooking my ass at the pick and roll. Rondo was fucking hot. He was like, get your big ass up. I'm like, what you want me to do? No, the fuck this guy is.
He's different. He's polarizing because of 100% of his play and 0% because of his personality. Like,
it's not one person, former player, current player, that has any negative thing to say about D Rose. And that says a lot.
There was that conversation of like some of the Isaiah MJ beef was that like Isaiah was that dude, but then MJ kind of took his town, right?
Yeah.
Like MJ took his town. Like he was the biggest name in his hometown. Fast forward, Jordan is a worldwide brand. It's beyond Chicago. Chicago's small. But there's always been the conversation of the hoopers from Chicago. You know,
'Cause they got a lot.
They got a lot of guys. Quentin Richardson, the Chicago Public League. Bobby Simmons. Chicago Public League is known as one of the great. They have documentaries. Benji, you know, the kid that passed away. So I say this for Derrick Rose to be from, I think they're in the Chicago Public League, for him to go win an MVP and to be the best player. And then obviously everyone, the context, hence the prime D Rose. D Rose is in Chicago. To all those YNs out there, he is bigger. He is way bigger than Michael Jordan. Jordan is a brand to them.
Yeah.
They've never seen him play. They never watched him. He is a brand, and what his brand represents is greatness. That's what the worldwide brand of Jordan is. But if you talk about Chicago and people that D Rose?
No. Brother, D Rose is different.
Respect. They're retiring his jersey January 24th of 2026 against the Boston Celtics in Chicago. Having said that, moving on, we have a couple more topics before we have to shut this down. Did you guys see this clip? Patrick Beverley saying the Aces, who, by the way, had been in the WNBA Finals 4 of the last 5 seasons, could beat the Wizards in a game.
Someone put a fake tweet out of you saying that you thought that a WNBA team could beat an NBA team. I said, that fucking AI is at it again. I said, there's no way my boy actually tweeted this.
Yeah, I'm having my way. I look up. I'm watching the game anyway. I leave early because I know the Aces is going to win. I'm talking, I got me a nice bottle, too. I got me a bottle of wine. Grab my phone, and I go, you know what? I'm looking at this team. I'm looking at Becky Hammond. I'm looking at Aja Wilson, and I'm looking at the way they won that game. And I'm like, I think they can be the NBA team. And when I said that, I mean an NBA team, not obviously not the starters,
but like
I mean in like bench players 6'7", 6'7", 8, 9, 10 for sure, for sure. YN, I know you had a little intake on this.
Congrats to the Aces on their championship. Great run.
No, we don't want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that shit.
Dominant run.
Okay, thank you.
But I think it's okay that they can't be an NBA team.
You have lost your fucking mind.
I think he has his mind.
I'm not saying that they can go out there and beat the Greek freaks, the Giannis's and all that. But you give me some motherfuckers off the bench in Washington, the Wizards, and you give me some motherfuckers off the bench from the Hornets, I'm putting my money on them.
What he's saying is, he respects the WNBA players. He doesn't respect NBA players' benches. That's what he's saying. He's saying, he's like, I've looked at some benches and I don't respect them. I respect these women and what they're doing and how they're executing and the shots that they're hitting. Right? That's going to be my interpretation of. He's like, they can't beat the Giannis's, but I've seen some NBA benches and those boys are trash. That's his opinion. That's how I'm going to interpret it. Y'all guys got that. I'm taking a step out of it.
Again? I'll let you go.
I mean, I like Pat. He's open, you know, he's authentic. And he say some real shit and he say some bullshit. This was one of those bullshit moments. Like, he's fucking tripping. And look, I believe that Aja Wilson is the greatest WNBA
That's
player
not even a question,
to ever play the game of basketball. I think she secured that, cemented that with this last championship and finals MVP. Now, with that being said, stop. And I expect Pat Bev to have more respect for guys that are at the end of the bench, especially with his journey on how he had to get into the NBA, playing overseas, stuff like that. Because I understand the easy thing was to like, oh, I'm talking about like the Wizards or the Hornets and it's like, bro, like
there's some actually very good players on the Wizards. They're not a good team. There are good players on the Wizards.
Like, no, bro, but like, stop. They will struggle. Like, the Aces will struggle with the best men's college basketball team. Physically, it's just different. Keep up.
It's different.
Like, Aja Wilson is 6'4", 6'5", right? Like, can you imagine telling her, hey, I want you to go against a 7'1", athletic, 245 pound.
Big center for Mark Williams.
Yeah, Mark Williams.
Yeah,
like,
no.
Yeah. Like, it would be like, and there's no disrespect to them, but I hate it. Like, why even start that conversation? Yeah. Like, let them have a moment.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, don't even start that conversation. And I'm a WNBA fan because, boy, I'm telling you, women, y'all fucking feisty, and I don't need them on my bad side at
No.
all. I'm not, listen, much respect.
Go listen to Braun on his podcast. He's having an epic podcast run, if you will. All right, we're going to have to shut this
Perk.
down.
Thanks, Perk, for ruining that. Thanks, Perk, for ruining that.
Ruining what? Ruining what?
Wow, that's so rude. All right, this is going to be quick hitters around the horn before we wrap this up. So before we hit the exit ramp, let's get some way too early predictions for the upcoming season. The next time we record, it will be opening night of the Oh, shoot, I want to put that in.
What?
Sorry, Christian, go back. Yeah. You were on the Oklahoma City. Netflix season 2, starting 5, is coming out. There were some clips dropped this morning. Did you see the clip from Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
This one right here. What pissed me off is Bron and D-Wade sending tweets out. Congrats to my bro, James Harden, when he was shipping out to Houston. I know Bron and them was so fucking happy. We weren't together no more. We were on they ass. Y'all just scared. Is there truth to that? You were in that locker room, right?
He fucking knew before this. He fucking knew before James and the tweets came out, before James left. KD came back. They were all at the Olympics, right? They had just one goal. James was there. KD was there. Russ was there. And we went into training camp, and KD was like, bro, we going to lose James. And I'm like, what you mean? It's like, bro, we going to lose James. And I was like, why? He was like, Bron, D-Wade, all of them was telling him that he needed his own team.
People don't understand the psychological warfare that goes on
that
out
he
there.
needed his own team and this, that, and other. So I'm like, nah, man, JH. And then all of a sudden, the contract negotiating started. And so I went to like holler at James, like, what's up? He was like, nah, I want the max. I want to be a franchise guy. So
and then
right
what's
there,
wrong with that?
But again, like I understand living in the past, but like going back and revisiting the past. But if you ask James right now, would he have rather stayed in Oklahoma or had the career that he had when he left? I guarantee you he would have took that career in that path. Because I knew he was going to be good. I didn't know he was going to be great.
We had the same agent, Rob, at the time. And Rob,
Who's we?
James Harden and myself. Okay. So Rob would be like, man, Channing, I know you hate ASU, but this dude, no, he was like, man, this dude James is gonna be cold from ASU, and I was like, I seen him, he could hoop, and they went to Oklahoma City. James always knew he was never gonna be
that guy,
a six man.
Right.
He was a top 5 pick.
I know, but that's the thing.
So
So it's not when James was. They think it's Bron and D-Wade. James's whole camp was like, you can't be this you got to be that. This is who you are, which is the Houston thing. And that's why he was so successful. He went to the right spot.
So quick story.
I'm listening.
It's my second year there. We're in the playoff series against the Mavs, right? And it's game 4. We're about to sweep them. We're in Dallas, and James goes off in the fourth quarter off the bench for I believe he had 22 or 24 in the fourth quarter, right? And so at this time, that's why I say when you have a bunch of young guys, because you got to remember James, he was probably 21, Russ 20 or whatever, KD 22, Serge 18, but you know how it is with the Africans and they 18, right? So after that, Russ goes and he does an interview, and they asked Russ, they was like, so James, he took over. Do you think he's a max guy? Do you think he's a franchise guy type deal? And Russ didn't stamp him. Russ was like, that's not on me to decide that,
Oh.
And James came back, he was like, hey, man, you seen this clip, Perk? He's like, what? Like, he was expecting, and Russ young at the time,
he didn't know the
he
level
didn't know
of
no
leadership
better,
level.
right.
If there was a level of young.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He didn't know at the time, but he didn't behind the scenes, James was always coming in and he was like, I ain't about to keep on with this backing up Thabo Cephalosha shit.
True.
Hey, listen,
seriously,
if somebody hooping in Air Max, you gotta cook them.
But seriously, it was to that point, and all this was the build-up. So when we got to the finals, and then they went to the Olympics, and then James didn't even really play in the Olympics, but Bron and D-Wade get in your ear, and people tell.
I think that this is the thing. And again, I wasn't in the locker room. I'm agreeing everything you say. There's layers to this, right?
Right.
He was the top 5 pick in the NBA draft. They're like, we've got this, but we can give you a bigger opportunity if you're the 6th man. It's easy to convince a young player, like, it don't matter what pick you are, to come off the bench. Then it goes, oh, wait, he then wins 6th man of the year. So he knows he's that dude, right? So he's like, I want to expand. Do we remember the amount of money that Houston or that OKC was offering versus Houston? The numbers were.
It was the year. So no, it was close. So it was basically OKC offered. It was like, I believe at the time 60.
But what was it? How close to the max was it?
But it was 64. Remember, the max was like 80 million at the time.
Yeah.
So OKC was offering like 60 to 64.
Compared to 80 million, I'm taking 80 million,
and
I don't got a backups like Thabo Cephalosha. It is zero conversation.
But so like they expected everybody to have a pay cut. It was a big shit around town, like, because I had just got there. I had signed a contract extension, so they was like, "Oh, amnesty Perk, so we can have enough room." And I'm like,
agree.
"Motherfucker, you can amnesty if you want
Give
to.
me my
you ain't
money.
gonna get back to where you need to go." You know what I'm saying? You could take this for granted if you want. I'm fucking around, but that was the thing. So like, it was supposed to be a cycle. Like Serge, he signed 48 million. Next was to secure James and then run the shit back. James was like, "Nah, I want max."
He should. And
I'm not mad at him.
I'm not mad at you. I've seen players leave for less.
He's going down as one of the greatest scorers to ever play the fucking game.
For sure that.
How many top 5 picks that win 6th man of the year and go to the NBA Finals in their rookie contract aren't like, I can do more than this?
By the way, like, for the viewers out there, when you get a chance, just go fucking look at James Harden numbers when he was the Rock. He was Luka before Luka.
Yeah,
seriously.
60-point triple-double.
He averaged 36 in a season.
Bro,
it was crazy.
Luka
it was crazy trying to guard him.
Luka was the next James Harden.
Right.
And that's where Luka, we forget, James Harden was going to the conference finals and winning MVPs. He was losing to one of the greatest teams we've ever seen.
Yeah.
He was like, and people, look, James Harden, he has an up and down like playoff record, right? There's been some games where he was huge, some games where he struggled. But ultimately, he was losing to the Warriors.
Yeah.
Right?
Literally
it's like he
every
wasn't
year.
losing. We're not looking at his first round losses like there was like a ton of. He was losing to those dudes that were those dudes and taking down everyone.
Starting 5 season 2 is coming out really soon. KD, Tyrese, Shea, James. I'm missing the last one, but I'm excited about it. All right, we're hitting the exit ramp. So way too early season predictions. As I mentioned before I remembered, I wanted to get that in. Season starts October 21st. So the next time we record will be opening night of the NBA. I need to get your predictions on Eastern Conference Finals, Western Conference Finals matchup. We can go around the horn. Who wants to go first? Not everyone jump at once.
If it's around the horn, it starts with Channing.
Yeah.
Why? He's at the top of the horn?
No, it's like a watch, girl.
It's like a what? Go
I wear my watch on the right hand, sorry.
Eastern Conference matchup?
Said it's like
I'm
a
gonna say
watch. That's fine.
I'm gonna say. I mean, this is not really a.
Oh, God.
We just say
We're
it.
not looking for
This is
hot
why we
takes.
don't start
No
with
hot
Channing.
takes. So then it's Orlando, New York.
Okay.
I mean, it's not even.
It's not even what?
I don't even think it's close. Orlando, New York.
Cleveland?
Oh, forgot about Cleveland.
So it's not even close. So I'm going.
Rich was going to let him do it. Rich was going to let him.
I'm going Knicks.
I totally forgot about Cleveland.
I see it.
I see it, but I'm going Knicks and Cavs, right?
Knicks and Cavs. So who do you have?
Orlando next.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not a lot of options there.
There's 3. The Hawks are a sleeper.
I'm trying to.
Detroit is a sleeper.
I'm going to say Knicks and Cleveland, right? But it's what I would say is this: my faith is mid, very mid.
Western Conference.
Now that's a lot harder because it's OKC, and then it's like, does Minnesota finally get it together? Does Denver finally get it together?
I like Denver, man. I like Denver.
So who do you got?
Yeah, we're looking for names, bro, not explanations.
Okay, OKC, Denver.
Okay.
I'm going to go OKC Rockets. I believe KD puts them over the hump. We got to remember this young group took Golden State to 7. Steph don't get hurt, I don't know if we see Minnesota again in the Western Conference Finals, right? So I just think for Minnesota, I love Ant. I just back-to-back Western Conference Finals, the Western got loaded again. I don't know. But I got the Rockets. I am high on the Houston Rockets. That length. We talk about Dallas size and athleticism, and Şengün is a fucking beast. He is a fucking beast. He is a top 5 big in the league right now. He is a top 5.
That's not true.
We'll come back to it.
What?
I would say Western Conference. I would go
Jokic, Giannis,
Wemby.
Maybe.
AD.
Maybe we're about to name him as defensive player. of the year.
Cat.
Hey, can we
Yeah, can we stay on track?
Can we stay on Western? Yeah, thank you. I got Denver OKC.
All right.
Denver, OKC. All right, moving on. Defensive player of the year.
Oh, Wemby.
Yes.
Wemby.
MVP.
Mine is Luka.
Mine is Jokic.
Mine is
I'm gonna
Luka.
say Shea.
Mine is
Shea.
Luka, and I also believe he's going to lead the league in scoring.
Way to jump out on a limb, guys. They're top 3 right now. Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year? Oh, Cooper.
Coop.
Not the one who's going to struggle defensively.
He's gonna struggle
They don't care
defensively.
about defensive rookies.
Yeah, they don't care.
You get buckets, highlights.
I got Cooper.
All right, the finals.
Although Ace Bailey is going to have something to say. I believe he's the
He's gonna be getting them things.
So
Pause.
okay.
Unpause.
Finals matchup. Finals
Resume.
matchup.
Finals matchup. OKC Knicks. I just think this is the Knicks got to do it this year, or they're screwed.
Are you saying it because they will or because they got it?
I will say I don't know Allie.
Because what I want
I
to
don't
say.
know Allie, but I will say this: the championship is going to continue to reside in the Western Conference. But I have the Knicks in the East. I don't know who I got.
I need you to give me someone.
Oh, attitude. Okay. Well, I give OKC.
Thank you.
I think I trust in Shea.
I'm going to say OKC in 7, just like they did coming out of the West against Denver. And then in the East, I'm going to give it to the Knicks because I think we haven't talked Jordan Clarkson. They've added firepower to the Knicks, so they have more offensive it's not just having to depend on Jalen Brunson, everyone eating around him. We know.
Mike Brown's gonna have him playing fast.
We know our guy Jordan he gonna go get it.
Oh, yeah,
he gonna go
get
get it. So that's a perfect. There is no who do I bring off my bench? You bring in a 6-man off the year that loves to get buckets off the bench.
Yeah.
So that team has more firepower, and I think that's something that we ain't really kind of considered. So
But they got a void to fill because Malcolm Brogdon just retired.
That's
right?
not-
No. He was gonna be the back. But
he
can I ask y'all a question? Sorry,
Yeah,
Allie. I
you're
just
fine.
want to. I've never seen anyone that was like on the NBA roster about to get minutes. All of a sudden, was not because of injury. I'm out.
Maybe that's when you know it's real,
I've
right?
seen it.
No, but it was
I've seen it a
shocking to
bunch.
me because it was like when the news broke, it was like Malcolm Brogdon retires after 9 years.
Where's Darren Collison?
But he retired or no,
Darren Collison was they were trying to get him on rosters. People wanted him. And
I thought he
just
retired because of religion.
He said he was out. I'm not saying
Dominique
excuse.
Wilkins,
I'm not saying excuses. I'm
Junior
just saying he
cousin.
decided I'm out, and it was like
Damian
Lakers
Wilkins.
were trying to. People
No.
were
Yeah,
courting
I
him,
remember,
trying to bring him in. I'm
who's
like, I've
Dominique
seen
Wilkins'
it
son was
more
playing,
times than
and he
guys are
retired.
like,
I think
I'm
it was
good.
his nephew.
Nephew became a pastor.
All right, bonus segment. We're running a red light. We'll see if the
was
cameras
his
catch
son.
you. I want your
Yeah,
hottest
okay.
take. It can be NBA related or not. This is how we end. What do you need to get off your chest?
Oh, I got it. I got one.
Okay.
What?
All right, stay with me.
Oh God.
We talk about so much about how European players and the growth of them and just like foreign-born players, and we look at their development, and that's one of the things we talk about from the development at an early age, right? An early age, like the amount of basketball they're able to play, amount of like technical stuff. Now, let's fast forward to when you are an NBA player and you're between 18 and 23 years old, right? Those are the most prime developmental years. What do most teams do? Most teams give you a summer league, right? You come play in the summer league. The second year you play in a little summer league, maybe 1-2 games. Then you go home to your trainer, you work with your team. and then you go play in some runs. But now let's look at a 19 to 22-year-old foreign-born player. Every summer, they're training with their national team, learning sets, learning systems, learning how to play, going and playing in EuroLeague, going and playing in World Championships. So 18 to 21-year-old players are getting, so compared to NBA, like American players, it takes a lot to be able to be invited to the USA. Right. You got to be one of those. But the other guys that are like right here in that age range, they are getting so, like Lauri Markkanen. Look at the guys that get to go play for, Luka's playing. Like all these guys, like Şengün, the growth that he made. But Lauri Markkanen, he had a huge growth playing for his country and goes on to go be an all-star in Utah. Mm-hmm. So they're getting, let's say 19 to 23-year-old European basketball players are getting exponentially more training, more like high-level basketball during the summer, and then they get to carry that into the NBA season and continue to grow. So not only are we lacking as American-born basketball people, are we lacking in our development now from 18 to 19, but then when they do make it, we lack in our development from 19 to 23, compared to if you are playing for Greece, if you are playing for, France, if you're playing for Lithuania, Serbia, or
anywhere but America.
Anywhere but America. So we sit here and talk about how the system is broke. Well, we have poor training, and we're seeing it from 14 on. We talk about the AAU stuff. Then when the top 50 American players, when they are here, it only like 10 of them get to go do USA. The other 50 are sitting with trainers that allow trainers to say stupid shit, right? So that's what I'm saying. So now we're lacking in development of our 18 to 22-year-old players that are currently American in the NBA. And other countries are outpacing us because they're like, hey, you got to go learn. You go to Serbia. You got to learn these. That's why Bogdanovic can be doing this in the Olympics. That's why Serbia can beat us with one all-star, right? That's why France has no all-stars and they almost beat us. So
with that being said, your hot take is America is behind.
America is I'm saying we focus on AAU. Let's talk about the lack of development from an 18-year-old to 23-year-old NBA player. They'll get 3 weeks with their team, right, just messing around. Meanwhile, Europeans are going and competing in Euro basketball. If you're a 20-year-old basketball player and you're playing and you're from Serbia, you're going against Luka, you're going against Giannis in the Euro Cup. Every summer, and you better show up for your national team. Meanwhile, our 20-year-old guys are doing crossover moves and shooting tons of threes in a gym. They're still working. They just have a better opportunity to work and grow. So then it just keeps growing. The gap just keeps shrinking. It keeps shrinking. That's my hot take.
So I got two. My first hot take is Austin Reeves will be an NBA All-Star this year. Ooh. Yes, in a stacked Western Conference with all the guards, he's going to be an all-star this year.
No Bron the first month helps.
Yep. He's going to move to that number 2 position. We saw his stats last year was similar to Ja Morant. Now, Ja had an off season, but Austin still was like 20 points, 5 and 5 as the third option. When LeBron didn't play, Austin averaged about 28 points. So I'm expecting Reeves to take that leap this year. I'm expecting Braun to really kind of take a backseat to both. Not saying he's not going to be Braun, but I'm saying, like, hey, y'all do y'all thing. When I play, I play.
I see it.
I'm load managing. Austin, Luka, go handle y'all business.
I see y'all game 43.
Right, or whatever. So
65.
Next, the Bucks are my dark horse of coming out of the Eastern Conference. Everyone, I know the nonsense. I even said at one point that, and by the way, I'm tired. I'm not commenting on Giannis and him leaving the Bucks ever again in front.
How'd that go?
No, because I'm tired of it. It's one person says this, reports Giannis says this. He's there, okay?
They signed his brothers.
But
he ain't going nowhere.
They're doing everything to prove they fucking love to him. So I believe that they're really slept on what they have, the pieces that they have. A guy like A.J. Green, a guy like Gary Trent Jr., who are great role players, right? Giannis is going to have a Jokic-type season. Yeah. When I say a Jokic-type season, I'm saying the assists are going to be there.
Okay.
The last 8 or 9 games last year, Giannis was averaging a triple-double. He had one game where he had like 21 assists. So the Bucks are my dark horse coming out of the East. I believe they're going to shock a lot of people. And Austin Reeves will make the All-Star game this year in a tough Western Conference stacked with guards.
I got 2. Atlanta Hawks are a top 4 team in the East.
Oh, what a hot take.
Oh my God.
That was
Man,
unbelievable.
can someone
That's
turn the
very
AC?
Blow it away,
Can we put the
Jenny.
AC down, man? Jeez.
That shit was
God.
All right, and then
Say something off the. I believe in you. Say something off the
something
wall.
wasn't on the cover of every magazine.
Fuck.
God.
oh, shut up.
You stop talking. I don't want you to shut up.
Jesus.
What was your second one? You had 2.
I know, but now it's not going to be a hot take if that one wasn't a hot take. I think this year,
so
by the
screwed
end of
right
the
now.
season, they're going to start looking at like maybe trade rumors for LaMelo.
Who?
The Hornets are going to have trade rumors for LaMelo.
Let me give you one.
Okay.
Help him out. Help him out.
all
He
over
making up stuff. He saw that tweet.
Bam Adebayo will not be in a Miami Heat jersey at the end of this year.
Ooh,
I believe,
that's a hot take.
I believe.
Wait, at the end of the year, he will not finish the
He will
season
not
in
finish.
Miami.
Yep, he will not finish the season in Miami. I believe it's time. We see what this kid Ware is doing. I believe Miami is not nowhere close to being a playoff team. I never want to doubt Eric Spoelstra, but their roster stinks.
Stinks.
It stinks. So Bam is at the point where he needs to be on the contender. He's a valuable piece for a title contender.
Does he
and it's-
want to leave though? I don't think he wants to leave.
We'll never know.
By the way, his love story with Asia is absolutely incredible.
Asia,
I'll give you all
Asia,
that.
my boys, I just bought them both your shoes, the purple ones.
They are great shoes.
Well done. Well done. They are sick.
They are great shoes.
I was like, yo, what about the Asias? I'm like, those are sick. They're like, ooh, those are nice. So shout out Asia. Like, I was going to post, but again, she's in a relationship. So I didn't want to be like, shout out Asia. You know what I'm saying?
You should. That's a
I
respectful
just give it
thing.
some love. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
it's
different
like,
than social.
Yeah, it's
direct.
just, it's
Yeah.
like, I want to be very,
Don't
very
make Bam
respectful.
Bam you.
No, that's why I'm being. No, I'm like, no, that's the problem. It's him and Asia. So it's like,
Smart man.
so I'm being very respectful. So I was like, no, I'll just give a shout out on the podcast. I didn't want to be, shooting, messages. We're all adults here.
We got Surplus. We got Soho Yoga.
Chosen wine.
Chosen Wine. By the way, having said that, as we wrap this up, using code ROADTRIPPIN10.
Oh, there we
you get
go.
10% off, right?
Yeah.
Chosen Family Wine.
Always.
Maybe we could get some here in the LA studios.
No, you
Road
lost the
Trippin
bet,
Studios
homie.
here in LA. Again, we're going to be here twice a week now. People are asking in our comments if it is true. It is true. Tuesdays and Thursdays. We also have some solo episodes. Perk Unplugged. He's going to do a Chosen mailbag. And there is, can we tease it?
Yeah, 100%.
The Richard Show is
Richard
also
Show.
going to be making some
He
appearances.
already fucking teased.
Well, I'm saying we're gonna tease some of the clips. We got.
Let us know how you feel about our ticker. We're going to start putting some crazy wild shit in here.
Yeah.
We find
Yo
it
mama
fun.
jokes.
Oh,
Yo mama jokes. That'll be fun. You all are
He's
amazing.
like-
Thank you so
Danny
much for
tried to
hanging
hate.
out.
He's like, oh, that's kind of funny.
Go hit that subscribe button. We love y'all.
Jenny,
That's another edition
Jenny,
of
you-
Road Trippin'.
Yeah, good
What?
job. We can.
We
put a Yo
fuck you.
Mama- I didn't-
Make sure that stays in.
Yeah, I didn't know you were ending like that. I was like, oh, good job.
Said,
Sorry.
yeah, good job. Channing.
Channing.
Fuck you.
We can have you put
Oh,
your
sorry.
mama
Does
jokes
Carter
up
hear
there.
those?
Yeah,
That's
he's
fine.
hearing all
Carter's
that. We
fine.
could have had
Okay.
him like we got a whole house upstairs. He didn't have to just be.
You should have kept your boys home from school. They all could have hung out.
I didn't know Carter was coming.
Carter's in homeschool. He woke up. He had his
lucky.
alarm set. He woke up, got on his homeschool from 6:15 to 8, and
That's
he
why.
rocking.
That's why he rocking.
That's my dog.